Hey guys, so for today's video I have this kind of date night, evening makeup look. It's full glam, super dramatic. I really wanted to play with navies. I don't know what it is. The other day I was just kind of thinking to myself, what's a color I haven't played with in a while? And navy popped into my head. I think the last time I did a navy makeup look was probably literally like 2 years ago. So it was definitely time for me to bust out the navies, the blues, and play with some silvers. I feel like this look would be perfect for kind of an evening date night. I don't know what it is, but when I look at this look, it just screams date night to me, like something super sexy, definitely for nighttime. Definitely leave your comments down below and let me know what other colors you want me to play with. Maybe you guys want me to play with some cranberries or some pinks or maybe some olives again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want me to play with next and I definitely will. So if you guys are interested in checking out this full glam navy kind of evening makeup look, then make sure to keep on watching. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with some primer. I'm gonna use my favorite Smashbox Photo Finish primer, but I'm also gonna add in, I'm almost running out of this. So I'm also gonna add in a little bit of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, but this is the pore minimizing one. And I'm just gonna kind of mix them together. Rub it around my face. So I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this Wet n Wild makeup stick highlight. It's really nice. It gives you a really pretty kind of glossy glow. So I'm actually just gonna take that directly. I know that looks crazy. Don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. Just gonna put it directly on the face in the areas that I want to be the most highlighted. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just kind of like blend it out. Just gonna add a little bit of extra gloss so when I put on my foundation, I will have that bling. So I don't know if you guys can see, it just adds that. Don't mind, I'm breaking out. You guys know that if you watched my January favorites, that Drunk Elephant serum, detox. Like, it is killing my skin, but I love it. Like, it's just taking everything out, and with every single day, I'm noticing my skin get clearer and softer and brighter and better. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm literally gonna buy like 70 million of them and just like keep them all in my cabinet in my bathroom. So before I pop on my foundation, I've been obsessed with like skin prepping lately, if you can't really tell. I just use like a million products and this video hasn't even started with foundation. I'm gonna use the Smashbox primer water, which I just got like, what, like a month and a half ago, and it's like already less than half done. Crazy. So I'm gonna be using my new favorite foundation. I'm obsessed with this little guy. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I don't know what shade to use. I was looking at them last night and Desert Beige looks a bit dark and then Golden Beige might be a bit light, so I might end up having to mix it. So now that I look like a canvas with like paint splatters all over my face, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. I always hate having to mix two different shades, but it is what it is. This foundation is so worth it because it is so bomb. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just going to put it underneath the eye, bring it all the way down. A lot of you guys ask me why I bring it all the way down, and because it just kind of slims out your face. You're kind of elongating, creating that illusion of an elongated face. And that's why I don't bring it out too much as well, so I don't make my face wider, make it longer. So I am just gonna take some MAC Emphasize and brighten up the under eye with it. I'm not gonna mix it with the other yellow shade for today because I want a really bright under eye. I mean, I might mix it a tad bit. I just can't get away from my Kat Von D powder. So we're gonna do some cream bronzing. I'm gonna use my Anastasia foundation stick in Amber again. You guys know I've been obsessed with this. I've been using it like every single time I've been doing my makeup. So I just like to kind of stipple it on. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I like that this isn't too full coverage because when it comes to bronzing and contouring, it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So the fact that this is nice and natural allows you to like build it up easier. Make sure you get in that hairline, and I'm gonna bring it up the sides as well. And I am just gonna put a tiny bit at the top there. I never used to do that, but I don't know, as of lately, I just like how bronzed it makes me look, so. And you can always go in with your beauty blender and kind of go right in between the highlight and the contour just to kind of make them blend. I am gonna bring it along the jawline as well. So taking the Sigma Duo Fiber E41 brush, I'm just going to contour. Only a little bit. You guys know I don't like to do too much nose contour. And then I will just take the kind of cleaner side of my beauty blender and go over it a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some bronzer on top of the cream bronzer. I'm gonna use a new brush today, not a new one, but like I normally don't use this one for bronzing. This is the Tapered Face F25 by Sigma. Check it off. And I'm just going to pat, 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 because if I go ahead and like rub it, because I'm working with liquids and creams here, if I rub, I'm just gonna end up moving the placement of the product and it's gonna be a hot mess. So we're just gonna pat, 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 pat. So for blush today, I'm gonna dabble into my Ofra blush palette. There's so many beautiful shades in here, I don't even know which to use. I think for today's look, I'm gonna go obviously for something nude because the eyes are gonna be pretty dramatic. Maybe I'll just go for this like pretty nude right here. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. I actually think I might just use the same bronzer brush that I used. I'm only gonna put a little bit of blush on because I kind of don't even feel like having a lot of blush. And I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this deeper shade, this deeper blush, and I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of it. It's just gonna add to the bronziness. So for today's highlight, I kind of want to mix both Opal and Champagne Pop because Opal on me, like when I have self-tan on, it's a little bit too ashy. So I feel like if I just mix a little bit of Opal with a little bit of Champagne Pop, I'll kind of get like an in-between shade. So let's see. This goes, yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit more Champagne Pop. And I am just gonna switch brushes to this fan brush by Sigma, just because it's more detailed and more precise for the nose. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of the NYX translucent powder and just set the areas of the face that haven't been set. So I just went ahead and did my brows and primed my eyelids. So we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm gonna take Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie, and I'm actually gonna use, I recently just watched Desi's Valentine's Day video, and I really liked the technique that she did, like the winged out shadow. So I think I'm gonna try it today. I'm just gonna start from this end. I mean, this is a transition shade, so you're not really gonna see much of it, but I just kinda wanna start off with it, and then I'm just gonna create this wing shape, basically this outer V, and bring it in. And I'm using this Urban Decay Domed Concealer F112 brush. So I'm gonna take Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, and I'm gonna follow again that wing shape. And I kind of want to see how it falls when my eye is open, so I'm keeping my eye open. And then I'll close my eye and blend everything. So I'm going to go ahead and take Makeup Geek's Friend Zone. It's a really beautiful kind of stone gray. So I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm going to create that same, you know, pretty much just do the same technique and shape. So I'm going to take that same shade on a Morphe 506, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing, just to kind of deepen it up a bit more. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Luxie Mini Flat 151 brush, take that same, and I'm just going to kind of deepen it up a little bit more. So next I'm going to take this really pretty shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Star Blue. It's not completely matte, which I wish it was, but I found it so hard to find a really beautiful matte navy in my eyeshadow collection. Like, not a lot of palettes include a matte navy. I'm just gonna trace again that kind of outer V wing shape with that. Move back into the Morphe M514 and blend it out. So I'm going to switch back to that Luxie detail brush, and I'm just going to do the same thing pretty much. Just create that V. And then I'm going to take this fluffy brush and go over it. So I am just going to take a little bit of concealer and kind of map out the crease a little bit, but I don't want it to be too precise. Also, don't forget to set the lid. So now I'm going to take the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Rides Again eyeshadow. This is really old, but I do believe they have like an updated version. And I think it's a different name, or it might be like a similar name. Either way, I will try to find it and link it down below for you guys. It's a really beautiful kind of sparkly warm silver. So taking some opal, I'm going to put that on the inner corner. So I'm going to take a little bit of creme brulee and put that underneath the eye. Then I'm just going to take the smoky gray. Taking the beautiful blue shade, I'm going to take that and bring it right up against the lower lash line on the outer corner. Taking the Morphe M506 again, I'm just going to kind of blend that out with no product on. So I'm just going to take a black eyeshadow and create a slight kind of liner. I'm not going to do it too dramatic, but I definitely do want to create a nice little wing. So I just went ahead and applied some falsies. These are the Koko Goddess. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this royal blue eyeliner from Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Cobalt. So I feel like this might be too bright. So what I'm going to do is apply it and then kind of mix it with the black. So I actually don't find it to be too bright. I think it gives it like a nice little pop. So I'm going to keep it at that. So moving on now to the lips, I'm going to go ahead and use Kylie Exposed Lip Liner, and I'm just going to outline and kind of overline the top lip. So for the lip color, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs New Liquid Lip Cream in Yours to Try. I'm hoping this color isn't too peachy for this look, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. I might just go ahead and take brown sugar from Kylie and kind of mix it in a little bit on the edges. So that is it, guys. That completes the makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually love wearing navy. I don't know what it is, but it's super sultry and sexy and smoky. It's a nice alternative to black, since black can definitely be very daring and very bold. Navy is kind of like the step down. That's still pretty bold and still super sexy, but just more, a little bit more wearable. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this makeup tutorial. Like, thumbs up if you want me to do more talk through tutorials, and I definitely will. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.